So this side, when C is negative, then you'll have the factors will have different signs. Meaning one factor will be positive, the other factor will be negative. So how do we choose? The bigger factor takes the sign of B. Bigger factor takes sign of B. So if C is negative, it means when you factorize, you will have different signs. And now, on those two factors, which one will take the sign of B, the bigger factor? So you look at those two factors, the bigger one, you give it the sign of B. Then if B is negative, it means the bigger value will take the negative answer. Sorry, if B is negative, it means the bigger factor will take the negative sign. Therefore, the remaining factor will take the positive, just like. Let's do an example. Okay. Say we have ax squared minus x minus 20 equals to 0. So the first step is to ask yourself, is this written in the standard form? Is it ax squared plus bx plus c? Yes, it is in that form, equals to 0. Then the first step is correct. That was the first step. Now the second step from here is going to be, we now get the factors. So what is the value of C? C is 20. C is 20, right? What are the factors of 20 that can give us 1? Because B is 1. So we need two numbers that when you add them, when you multiply them, they will give you 20. But when you add them, they will give you 1. I'm not talking about the signs now, just talking about the factors. So the factors of 20 are, let's just try them out. You have 10 and 2. So 10 times 2 is 20. But when I say 10 plus 2, do I get 1? No. When I say 10 minus 2, do I get 1? No. So this factor, those factors do not come out, do not help us. Now let's look at other factors. What are other factors for 20? Other factors for 20 are 5 times 4, right? 5 times 4. So 5 and 4. So when I say 5 times 4, do I get 20? Yes, 5 times 4 is 20. When I say 5 plus 4, do I get 1? No. When I say 5 minus 4, do I get 1? Yes. So the factors are correct because they can give us 1. Now, once you have the factors, you now need to give them the signs. So now we look at the sign of C. C is negative. If C is negative, it means the factors will have different signs. So we have 5 and 4. Now they say the bigger factor takes the sign of B. Which one is the bigger factor? The bigger factor is 5. 5 is bigger than 4. It takes the sign of B. What is the sign of B? B is -1. So the sign is negative. So 5 takes the negative sign, meaning 4 will then take the positive sign because they have to be different. So you can check. For C, it's going to be -5 times 4 equals to -20, which is correct because C is -20 there. And for B, -5 plus, -5 plus 4, it gives us -1, which is correct because B is -1. So now we are sure our factors are correct. We can proceed to factorize. X. So from here, it's going to be our factors are +4 and -5. X is going to be equals to, x plus 4 equals to 0, or x minus 5 equals to 0. Therefore, from here, x equals to, so whatever, this is plus 4. Made a mistake here, guys. This is x plus 4 is this one. So when you take 4 to the other side, it becomes negative. So this is going to be x equals to -4, or x equals to, when you take -5 to the other side, it becomes positive. X equals to 5. Just like that, guys. Let's look at C is 20 and B is 1. So I'm looking for two numbers that when I multiply them, they give me 20. But when I add them or subtract them, they give me 1. I have 20. The factors are 5 and 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 minus 4 is 1. Then I have the factors. Now I look at the signs. The sign of C is negative. It means the factors will, those two numbers, the factors will have different sign. And then they say the bigger number takes the sign of B. B is negative. So 5 is negative. Therefore, the remaining factor is positive. And from there you solve for x. Try it with this and do the same examples and try to get it right. And then after this, you can try other questions. Okay, we are done with the first part. Now the second part is inequalities. We are going to inequalities. Oh gosh, what have I done? Inequalities. You know, inequalities are those ones where you have less than or greater than or less or equals to or greater or equals to. So these are the inequalities. So this is what we're going to explore.